Excuse me, I'm trying to record the intro here. Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 3 here on the survival series. I am really excited to make another episode. The last two have been going really well, so I'm going to start off by making another one. So a few things we need to get started for today is right here. As you can see, this is the interior of our starter base, and it's a bit of a mess. So if we hop outside real quick, you can see that we built the beautiful interior in the first, the exterior in the first video. And this is looking pretty nice. However, we still have our little startup sort of thing over here, and it looks gross. And all of my stuff is very spread out, with most of it being over at the shopping district in front of the shop. And that's not good. So I think in today's episode, we need to start off by, first of all, doing the interior. Now I've got a bit of the blocks here just set up with, I think, just what we basically should need to get us started off with. I do need to go grab one more thing. So I'm going to go grab that. And then I think we're going to go start building the interior of our base because this is looking terrible. All right, I'll be back. All right, so last few items obtained. So I think we should build this with a little cheeky time lapse. Let's go. Right, so I was just here, building away at the little base work that we've done so far, and my gosh, is it starting to take shape and look way better. However, I got a little notification in the chat. The election officially begins today. Sign up to the candidate by the April 19th by writing your name on the shopping district billboard. Now today is the 17th, so we have 3 days because everyone else is in the States, so let's go chuck our name on. But currently, I think N22 is running for it as well. I also believe Joni's running for it. But yeah, so there'll be an alert out on the Discord server for it. But let's go put our name down on the board real quick. Now, where is the board? Here we go. So, official mayoral race begins April 16th, ends April 23rd. Right. Candidate, application ends April 19th, edit signs. Alright, well, let's put our name down because why not? MrPanza. Well, there we go. Our name has been put down, and there we go. Shopping district work. There's a lot that's still changing and progressing. So this is going to be the postal shop, and this is actually the town hall. So looking pretty good. N22's been working on it, and boy, does it not look good so far. He's also been putting in some public services, which I think is pretty cool. So a public enchantment table with some lapis right here. And I think this is a super smelter. I could be wrong. Who knows what's going on. Anyway, back to the base work. Alright, so here is the finished... bit of work that we did. So I did a little bit more than what the time-lapses were able to catch because I did disconnect from the server and I stopped and I forgot to re-record. It's not like we missed too much. There is a zombie somewhere. Hello. Oops. So the only other real big difference is I put in the storage system here and then just added up a couple hanging pots because I thought it kind of fit the vibe. So this is here is our main storage system. So this will actually expand later on. And there'll be a couple other things that involves with it, but the main part here will be the storage system. So that's going to go all the way down. So for the moment, I've just got some chests, all empty at the moment. I will off camera put everything where it needs to go. There's no way in hell I'm going to do that on camera. That would be very boring to watch. So between episodes, I'll slowly start moving everything over into our storage system. We got a kitchen here, which looks pretty cool. I just wanted to keep it somewhat real. It's still a home of sorts, but it still has everything that we're going to need. And then we're going to have the bedroom in here, which I did not touch yet because I'm hardly in my room anyway. On the server, it's always kind of wherever I am. So I think what we should go do is I'm going to go gather all of the resources that we need for this farm, and then we'll come back and we'll start finding a place to go. I just got shot from an arrow as I was just starting to place all my stuff in that chest. What? Where did I get shot from, bro? I'm so confused. I was literally just the items over here. And I was gonna go. What? There's two of them! There's a loft and there's an X. Hello! 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 Everyone's just snuck up on me. Alright, let's finally get these items moved. Alright, so now that I've finally found the location where we're gonna build this, finally got all the resources needed, I think it's time to do this with a little cheeky time lapse. So let's go. Boom. It is done. So, to simply explain it, this is the creeper farm. So I'm going to go into free cam just so it keeps running. But basically, this is it. Our little flying saucer of a creeper farm. Now, the best part about this is actually it is stackable. So maybe in future, if I need be, it can be extended. But this is a catless creeper farm. So how it works basically is because the trapdoors and the carpets are here, it prevents the skeletons, spiders, and zombies spawning, so only creepers will spawn. Since we're in an ocean, there's no cave, so we don't have to worry about it. And pretty much what happens is the creepers spawn, the snow golems aggravate them by hitting with snowballs, and then they pretty much come to attack them, and they drop into this pit, come down through here, fall to their death, they get burnt on the soul campfires, which burn faster. And then here you've just got a triple chest set up, where it just filters all the way through there, and I have my sandstone at the bottom. And then there's the AFK platform, and then I've just got scaffolding and water until we get an elytra when we can just fly up to it. But this pretty much works. So I'm just going to go AFK for this for a little while, and let's see what the results are in half an hour? Yeah. Alrighty, so this is the results from just about half an hour of AFKing. So it's not terrible. I don't know if I'd also call it good. But we have been able to actually make a decent amount just from half an hour of being AFK. So I think what we should do is we're going to chuck this in our store. Now I am planning on building a new store for it because that's how it's kind of been going on the server, is everyone is building their own shops for different items. So like at the moment, Joni's got 4 buildings. So I thought, why do we have one? Let's just build more. So, I think what we're going to do is, let's just grab the ender chest, because it's probably the easiest way to do this. Let's fill up our pockets with as much gunpowder as we can. I will have to come back and AFK in a little bit, just so that way we can maximize the amount of gunpowder that we're going to be selling. Alright, we'll grab that. We'll grab our boat and I'll meet you back at the shopping district. Right, I think the first thing we should do is chuck down a sign so players know that we are now selling gunpowder in our store. Right, so, hello traveller. Fancy some gunpowder? Panza now sells. Just pop into the Hobo Riches store to purchase today. So, I think now that that's done, players will actually know that we're selling gunpowder because that's the exit for the portal. So, first things first, we're going to come over to our beautiful shop that we made last episode. Man, I love this. Now, the only thing is, I don't love coming in and having to tidy up all of these bloody leaves and hanging other bits and bobs. Why did I do this to myself? Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to just pop it right here and actually clear out this mud because that actually needs to be here. Because I am selling quite a few different things at the moment. Gravel, sandstone, sand. That's no longer going to be coming soon. That's going to be in the new shop. And then at the moment, just some mud that someone asked me to build. But if we just chuck down here and we'll go gunpowder. And let's go, just because it's a bit pricey at the moment, I think we'll do 1 stack, 2 diamonds. Just because I don't have a lot of it right now. And we just need to make some quick sales. And I know a lot of players are going to need it right now. So I think we'll be fine to sell it as it is. So if we just fill it like this. Bap, bap. 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 Perfect. Right, that'll work for now, just until we get the new location up. I'm not too sure when I'm going to get that up, but for now we've got gunpowder, and we'll probably build a shop for the gunpowder at a later point, because we are preparing to go to the end. We finally have a set date, and should be next week, so hopefully we'll be able to go kill the Ender Dragon finally, because everyone is sick of walking and needing shulker boxes. So definitely having that gunpowder is going to be very handy for a lot of players. Now that that's done. Right, so something else you may notice about our base here. If I go into free cam real quick, you can see that this is what our base looks like, and we've got a path that kind of comes and connects everything. This was done off camera, just because it's a pretty boring thing to kind of just place out, but this is kind of just a rough path idea for what I've got planned for our base. Now, there's a few problems that I have with my base right now, and that is that there is just nothing here but our main hobbit hole. Now, in the future, I do have plans for what I'm going to do with this area, but the first problem is these torches are really starting to get to me. I can no longer handle just seeing all these torch spams around, as well as like all the little pieces of grass. I actually hate that. So I think what we need to quickly do is we need to do a quick terraforming. I'm also going to finally connect these parts of the river and maybe even clear this up a bit more, just so that way we've got a bit more of a clean canvas, and we might end up working on this. But I think if we just come through and clear this out, I think it'll make a huge difference, plus fix up all the torches. So I think let's go do that, because this is just going to help my OCD before we do anything else on the farms, etc. So as you can see in front of me here, we've got this barrel. So it's got a whole bunch of leaves, some moss, and just some more grass blocks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these moss blocks specifically and these leaves. We're actually just going to grab most of this. And what we're going to do is we're going to craft a few more little moss carpets. And what we're going to do is, we just break these just like that. Put a carpet on top. And that way these gross torches aren't so obvious. And then I think we'll also take this down. Might humanely let these cows go. And then, yeah, we'll kind of reshape this whole area, I think. Just make it a little nicer to work with. That way we've also got a much better clean slate for our base around here, because I do have a very big plan for this area in the next coming episodes. So I think it's time for another little cheeky time lapse. Let's go. Bugger off, please. I'm trying to start this. Come on, do it. Come on. Come on, do it. Oh, I missed. There we go. Well, as I was trying to say, this is what we ended up doing. So I know it doesn't look like a whole lot, but gosh, did it take me a while to do. Because of all the texturing and coming in and individually replacing, it took forever. But as you can see here, we've got the moss carpets now above the torches. We've got the moss textured in with the grass, so it adds that nice extra little pop of color. We've got our beautiful path here. And this river here that will be probably worked on either next episode or the next episode after that. Not exactly too sure, just because of how this is going to line up with the end fight, which is next week. And so depending on which comes first will be then, but the end fight will be in the next or episode after. But let's just one-shot these zombies. That is going to do it for this. Now, I would end the video here, but I know you guys like to watch me suffer. So, I need to get some villagers. And a few villagers at that. Now, my plan for the villagers is to chuck them in a separate part of the hobbit hole. So they're going to actually have their own little hobbit hole, which is going to go about here, I reckon. Yeah, so if I just, to begin with, we'll work out the things later. If we just dig out a quick little area. Right, that'll do for now. So if we just grab some torches real quick. Let me just light this area up so nothing spawns. Now what we need to go do is the village over there. I need to grab some rails and some very painful time spent with them. Right, got the materials that we're going to need. So now if we just head over to our village real quick. Right, now we just need to come over here. I blocked off these doors already so they can't escape. Find our first victim. So if we just chuck down that and a minecart. And pray that he just goes willingly. Oh, come on, man. Work with me here, buddy. No, no, no. Oh my. Come on. Wait. Yes! Alright, sweet. That wasn't super hard. And then this can't be paths. So then we need to fix that. Alright, let's move these villages. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Alright, buddy. Time to go to your new home. Alright, one down. So many more to go. Okay, villager number 2. He really doesn't want to be in here. So now if I give him food. I think I'm just going to stick with 2 because this is already taking me like half an hour to do. So I think 2 is good. Dude, take the job. Yes. Thank you. Alright, so now we have a farmer and a Fletcher. Except I don't want to really be trading that. Magical red love hearts. Please accept the job. Thank you. No. I want it to have the potato trade. I think it's carrots and potatoes. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Alrighty. Well, I would call that a pretty successful episode. We got a creeper farm, we've got a villager trading set up, and we got some interior work, so it's pretty good. However, that's all we got time for today's episode. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah. So I have a problem. So this is the Hobbit Hopo Riches, right? And in here, you know, we've got my game of Risk It and our stock. However, this is my new limited time stock stuff. Everything in here is 1 stack, 1 diamond. In here, I put stacks of bone blocks, not thinking much of it at all. Rainy, who owns the lovely wood shop, which by the way, he's making a crap ton of money, bought all of the bone meal. So now he's making more money. Also, not even an hour after fully stocking up this, we've already sold all the gunpowder. There's still a little bit left, but my gosh, that is so many diamonds. But you know what? I'm happy about that. Because I also saw that we've sold a buttload of sand. So not too bad, to be honest. And we also sold some gravel. So overall, not a bad time for some deals. But yeah. Anyway. See ya.